I'm here. Wicked, it's good to see you. Birdsy, thanks for dropping into chat. It's good to see you. Hope everybody's doing amazing today. I'll try to stay more consistent this week. Keep streaming. Roxy must be busy. Hasn't reached back out to me this morning, so we're going to hold off on deciding who the artists for the next show are going to be. And work on some of this logic potential for the fork of the experience called Cheer for Gear. So let's see if I can remember what was going on here. I know that we want to build some sort of system where this unlocks and then you go in and it creates an array of artists. Maybe we should put this together in the logic board. Help me keep it more understandable. So we're going to check portal. And when the portal's open, the loop timer and theme picker, this looks like this is going to be the board. First player join. Starts a 2-minute timer. The first part of the loop I have set up gives 20 people to enter the door. Is the portal true false? Go check portal. Model check. So model check. We're not quite to the theme checker yet, but we have this model check number that comes out when this portal true false is false. Whoops. I'm gonna step away for 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. Okay. So this is going to be a model check. No, this isn't going to be model check. Model check goes in here. Model check 1. If somebody's already at 1, then it goes to the next one and the next one. And the top part is a reset. Just gonna teleport everybody out of there. Hopefully we can use a group teleport. I think it would be more safe to use these messages as a teleport, so everybody can get their own message. Not have to try to go back into the trigger volume again if the teleport doesn't work. Model check 0 false. How many people did I build this game for? Zero to 5, 0 to 6, 0 to 7. That's 8 people. I think I have 2 to 8. No, 1 to 8. Be pretty tough to play by yourself, but I think Roxy and I couldn't join it when it was set to 2, so I changed it back to 1. So model check will send you here. So all can keep the same spawning destination, but what was the message? Shoot. Oh, fudge. I went back to scene. Model check blank false. So it'll be something like model.check. Copy this. Check 0 false. I think we can go like this to make sure everybody gets teleported every time. 1 dot false. We'll get rid of this trigger volume. Just in case we want a trigger volume here sometime. I don't have anything happening that's part of the old system. So there's 1. We have to go up to 7. Dot 2 dot false. Dot 3 dot false. Dot 4 dot false. Going up to 7. Alright, so that'll teleport everybody up here. I can put in some checkpoints later to deal with slash respawn stuff, but I'm not too worried about it at the moment. So, the next part that I'm going to have to make happen here is we need to keep track of how many people actually go up to take part in the Cheer for Gear competition. There could be up to 8 people up there. So if we hop over to the loop timer, after 20 seconds of allowing people to go into the entrance, it's going to send timer loop 1. So we're going to use this message to go ahead and start the fashion show. I have portal. This started as true. I do. So this is your unique identifier. That's all we use this for. These keep track of if somebody is in the first array and what their number is. If somebody's in the second array and what their number is. Model array. What's this? So it looks like model array. I'm trying to keep track of what array we're on. So it looks like we're already doing that. Let's just go ahead and start a new board. Let's move this to oh, it's already in the logic room. So rename to, let's call this one the catwalk logic, because this is when models are actually going to start getting sent down the catwalk. So the message that comes out is after the 20-second timer. So let's go ahead and do timer loop 1. When that message comes out, we're going to check the model array. And I started being like a good software programmer, trying to be like, and started counting at 0. Sometimes I start counting at 1, sometimes I start counting at 0. It's all very confusing. So I started counting with real numbers here. Model array 1. So the game's not really possible with 1 player, but I'm going to go ahead and program it in for 1 player for now. What message should I use here? Model.catwalk.1. If it's equal to 2, then we'll make up the model.catwalk.2. So this is just checking to see how many models are in the particular cheer for gear part that time that the door opened up. This is 5, then there's going to be 5 people competing. If this is 6, there's going to be 6 people. I'm going to go all the way up to 8. It might be smart to use a message argument for some of this, but whenever I use message arguments, they end up not quite doing everything, so I usually don't use message arguments and just make up a bunch of messages. Okay, so at this point we would know how many people are participating so that we can run everybody. You can go ahead and try to make it random, but I'm not going to go that crazy right now. I'm going to try to allow people to walk down the catwalk in the order that they walked into the portal. So first person into the portal is going to be the first person to walk down the catwalk, I think, for now. So this message right here is going to set up the teleportation system. So how are we going to do that? So catwalk 1 is basically going to be like, hey, we need to teleport one person, and then it's over. And then the 2 one's going to be like, we need to teleport 2 people, and then it's over. And then also, while they're walking down the catwalk, we need to give them enough time, everybody enough time to vote. And we also need to record that voting. And then after the show, we need to teleport them to first, second, and third. And then that's when you're going to call out the new theme. Okay, so let me think this through a little bit. Okay, so let's just start with 1. Just start with 1 and see what happens. So after the 20 seconds, it's going to send out this message, timer loop 1, in which case it'll close the portal and it'll know how many people are in the show, because it's keeping track of this variable, which goes up 1 at a time. So if we're including the option for 1 player, which I don't really know how that's going to work, but what would happen right after that 20 seconds? You would send the first model right up the catwalk, I think. By spawning trigger volumes. They need to be player needed messages for the teleports to work. You can do that by interacting with speakers or buttons, or going into trigger volumes, which is usually the easiest way to do it. Spawn a trigger volume. The player doesn't even know that they're doing a player needed message. You can use player variables that are like a player timer that started with a player needed message. I think I'm going to go with spawning. I think I'm going to go with spawning trigger volumes. Just trying to think of what kind of system I'm going to make here. What would be the easiest thing to do? Maybe I don't need to differentiate the numbers. Loop timer. How long do people need to walk down the catwalk? 10 seconds? 10 seconds to walk down the catwalk and vote? This might need some logic that I might need to think about and sleep on a little bit. Model catwalk next. First, we'd have to teleport this person back. And we do have identifiers. Ooh, actually, these are global. But this global array integer is going to correspond with your model array as a player. What? I think that's a mess up. I think that should be global. But your model number is player needed. This is the only thing that should be player needed. I think this should be global. Whoops-a-daisies. Can fix that right now. Shoot, I gotta fix this. Model array. Go ahead and delete that. We're gonna add a global model array. Models in array. I'm gonna call it. Let's try to make it a little more understandable. Put all these back in here. array checker. So I set this number to go up 1 every time. Could do it with math or anything probably here. So if we get model.check.0.false, which is coming here, that means that we have one model in the array. If we get 1 false, then we have 2 models in the array. That's how this is working. So if I know there's 8 models in the array, then I could say, like, start the show, and then maybe it'll be easiest to go last in, first out. Last in, first out might be the easiest way to code it. I guess it doesn't really matter. But afterwards you could say, hey, the model array equals 8. So go ahead and if it was last in, first out, then you could say it's equal to 8. So find out 8's model number and teleport that model to the catwalk, depending on who has that integer variable. And then teleport them out of there. And then subtract 1 from the model array to do the 7. Okay, so timer loop 1 comes in and it can tell how many people are in it. I don't really know if we need to do this step. Let's say that there are 8 people playing. The map is just full and all 8 people are in there. So if we take this message, let's just see where this goes. So model catwalk 8. Am I gonna need another variable for this? Compare numbers, maybe. So let's take model.catwalk.8. And if your model number is equal to the array 7 integer, teleport. Teleport.catwalk. And then there's going to be like 10 seconds of logic and all the voting, and then they get teleport out of there. And then we'll have to subtract out the models in the array and somehow get to models catwalk 7. In which case your model number would be equal to the array number that got set up, and then it'll teleport that person. I just don't love how it's coming together quite yet in my mind. I think I need to sleep on it and think about it a little bit. But I think we are moving in the right direction. That's for sure. I know it's a bit complicated. I'm having trouble making sense of it myself. All right. So what else can we do today? Wow, I dropped a lot of frames. I didn't even realize that. Whoops-a-daisies. My dad's probably out using some internet in the garage. All right, so I forgot to do /users at the last show, but we need to give away a gear set. I'm just gonna put everybody in who we sent a ticket to. Other than the artists. And the judges. see if we can get this up. Okay, good. Pretty sure. Artificial won the last one, so let me just double check. Yeah, Artificial won the last one, so they're going to stay out of this one. Wicked wants me to shuffle it up. Let's do it. Let's shuffle it up. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. It's a tongue twister. Let's go ahead and turn the time up to 60 seconds. Alright, good luck out there. Between Nazman and Birdsey, looks like. Is it gonna stop? Nobody knows. Play game for fun, what's up? I still have yet to test Misty Mountain to see if that works, I forgot.
Web_3_gamer.
Web3Gamer, aka Nazman, is the winner of the gear set this week. So I'll be reaching out to you. See which one you would like. Congrats. Has anybody had trouble signing into Misty Mountain on the website? I don't have the NFT, so I'd have to log in on Pickaxe Master account. Let me see. Can try to make that happen here. Roxy wasn't here today, so we haven't announced the artists for the next show. I think we do have some that have signed up, but if anybody is interested in making a gear set, looks like you're going to have another day to be able to sign up. So let me go ahead and get that post. Let me get a post for you. All right, this is where you sign up for the form to be an artist. And what does that mean? That means that you have to make a gear set. You're going to have about a month to do it. And even if you get last place, you still get 25 USDC sent to your wallet. So don't miss out on that. If you're interested in making a gear set, I believe in you. I know you can make it. First place gets another 150 USDC. Second place gets 60 extra bucks. And third place gets an extra 20 USDC. Also, something that I would love for you to do. We're going to have a fun show halfway through November. So if you go ahead and you join Impossible Dream Studio, right there, that Discord. Let me pull up my Discord. Discord window. So right here is the Impossible Dream Studio Discord, and in the fashion show, right underneath my head, you can see Be a Judge right here. These are all the bot commands, and we're going to be using your votes for a raffle. So one of the easiest ways right now is to go /leaderboard. And if you search /leaderboard, you can see that we have Peanut Vox, Andy Graga, Sebga, and Riot Rhino from the first show. Roxy's working on getting renders and good screenshots from the show that we had this last weekend, or this last week. So pretty soon there'll be 4 more. And we've had 2 people participate. You can see 2 votes on everything. So pretty sure Play Game for Fun did one. I'm not sure who else did because I haven't looked at the database. But like 4 of these votes are Play Game for Funds, I'm pretty sure. So he has 4 raffle tickets to win USDC for our fun show halfway through November. So make sure everybody gets in here and places your votes. All you have to do is you can hit the view and then you push one of these star buttons. There's other commands if you want to mess around, but all of your votes are going to be confidential, so they'll only be visible to you, and I won't be sharing how people vote. All I'll be doing is collecting all of your votes as raffle tickets. So join the Impossible Dream Studio Discord, get in here, and interact with this bot to get raffle tickets. The next Discord link was for the Pickaxe Master. Go ahead and join the Pickaxe Master Discord because there is an event going on. I'll share a post there. I'm sure Bruno will talk about it more on Wednesday. But yeah, here's a post that I made. Depending on how many people purchase this coal sand coin, that's how many people, or that's how big the prizes are going to be. That's how many people are participating. It looks like there are maybe 5 sold already, so that's super cool. 50 sand. Hop in the Pickaxe Master Discord and get your questions answered if you have any. All right. What else? We had a fantastic show on Friday, Cosmic Horror. Or not on Friday, but last week. On the 30th, which was Thursday. We've already paid out the winners, but we had Marshall in first place, Akimon in second place, Andy Graga in third place, and Sanctum in 4th place. And I appreciate all the artists very much for working hard on their gear sets. And Alex and Batman and Bruno did an amazing job judging. We appreciate everybody and all the audience members. We appreciate you. So tomorrow, tune in to see who the artists are going to be. I'm pretty sure that Roxy is going to be able to figure out the artists, and we can announce that tomorrow. We'll have a raffle if we need to, otherwise we'll just announce it. And if we don't have enough new artists, then we will be asking all our previous artists if they'd be interested in a raffle from them. Where are the outfit IDs? Here, I'll show you the easiest way to do it. So if you happen to be a judge right here, you can go /leaderboard. And it'll make all the outfits pop up. So right now there's 4 in there. So you can go outfit ID 1, that would pull up Peanuts. Outfit ID 2, that would pull up Andy Graga's, and so on and so forth like that. Or you can just do list outfits and it'll pull them all, or leaderboard, we'll do them all. And then if you push this button right here, then permanent, it's a permanent vote, so be careful. You can't take it back once you do it. But you click on one of these stars and it'll go ahead and vote for you. There are commands that you can do all this stuff too, I'm pretty sure. So if we go like /outfit 1. Actually, I think I got rid of the, oh no, here. So yeah, you can go /vote ID tab. I'm not going to put my votes in, but you can also vote there with the command line interface, or you can just go right here, boom, push the star. Is that cool? So we've also got some cool things. I'm working on a website for the fashion show. We'll show off that in the coming days. I just have to get the information that we're going to put in there squared away and do a little more testing and what's that going to be. But I think the website will be pretty cool. I might rewrite this bot in JavaScript, because right now it's written in Rust on my computer, which is like way too heavy of a programming language for what we're doing with this bot. And then we'll keep on working for Cheer for Gear. But hopefully Roxy can be with us tomorrow. I have to sign off because I have to get to a doctor's appointment and it's at the hours mark. But I appreciate all of you very much. My DMs are always open if you would like to reach out. Please don't hesitate to send me a message if you have any questions. That's what I'm here for. All right. Love you all very much. I appreciate you. I hope you have an awesome week, and I will see you tomorrow.